Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video we're going to be talking about ink blending. I used ink blending to create this simple card here using distress inks. Before I start talking about the card, let me talk a little bit about the ink blending tools that I used. I used the Tailored Expressions ink blending brushes, and they came 10 brushes, and this is the holder that they came in. But I found that as soon as I put that holder to use, the brushes wouldn't stay put. They would just, like, when I go to put it back in, it would fall out like that all the time. And so then I ended up with my brushes like this, and it wasn't very useful. Also, I had more brushes than this would hold. So I went to my husband with the problem that I was having, and he thought about it for a while, and he made me this. He created this with his 3D printer, and this holds all the different size brushes that I have, and they don't fall out, and they're very secure, and you can easily get from one brush to the other because they're staggered. And I thought this was a fantastic tool that I'm going to be using from now on. It took about 15 hours, I want to say, to make this, to print it out with the printer, but I'm really glad that he did it. I love it. Okay, and the brushes just pop right in like that, very easy, and they're secure in there. They don't wobble. I mean, they won't fall out. So to make this card, let me set this aside for a moment. To make this card, you just need a card base, a piece of white cardstock, 5 by 3 3/4, a black mat, 5 1/4 by 4. I used a stamp set called Impressions Every Time. I don't know where I got that from. There's no company. And Inkadinkado Meadow stamp set. Okay, we're going to make a little bit of room here. We're going to take the, something on it, the white piece, and we're going to do a little bit of easy masking with some painter's tape. And I've already used this tape, so I'm just going to take it and lay it on the edge of the paper to mask out an area. Any low tack tape, try saying that 3 times, low tack tape will work for this. You just want it not to tear your paper when you tear it off. And there are many low tack tapes on the market now. I got this from Lowe's. It was maybe $2 for the roll. Got it on sale. Okay, so I'm going to temporarily put it on this white paper so it won't move, and bring in my inks. I'm using peeled paint, twisted citron, broken china, and scattered straw. I'll bring my brushes back in, and I need let's see, the yellow one and the green one and the blue one. Okay, now the ink blending is very simple. Starting out with the peeled paint. Whoops. And just go along the bottom. If you want a little bit more pressure, you put your finger on the back of the brush head, but I don't need that much. This card is very easy and quick. We're going to sail right through this. Make sure I get the darker peeled paint off before I go to the twisted citron. Am I saying that right? Citron? Citron? Okay, a little bit more. Okay. right into the scattered straw. And when you're blending, you go back over the color that you already have put down to get the best blends. And you also want to go back over it with the other one. There's still enough paint on the brush that I can make it come up a little bit higher and blend nicely. Okay. And finally with my broken china. You can't really tell sometimes how good a job you're doing until you pull the mask away. So don't give up. And if you don't see the color on there very light, just go over it a little bit more. Just keep blending. Okay, I think that's good enough. Now I'll just pop those back in there in my holder. I love it. And just peel back the tape. And you pull the tape back on itself to be sure that you don't inadvertently tear your cardstock. And be careful. Okay, that's that. Come on, come on. I trimmed my nails and now I can't pick up anything. So now I need my Misty, which I have put out of my reach. Silly me. Okay. And I already have my stamps in place, but this one I'm taking off because I didn't like how that's stamped. All right, Misty in the corner. Double check, is that what I want? Yep. And I'm going to ink this up with Versafine Onyx Black. Get back in the screen so that you can see what I'm doing. Any stamp which has a lot of solid area is good for this technique. Okay, that's good. I'll clean this off. Pick it up. Put the other one in place. It says, with deepest sympathy for your loss. Sometimes it can be really difficult to think of a proper design for a sympathy card, but sometimes I find it's better to make sympathy cards when you don't really need them. So, you know, your mind is not troubled at the time, and your creativity is a little bit easier flowing, I think, for me anyway. Okay, there. Clean this off. I think there won't be any music in this video because this card is going together so quickly. Oh yes, I need to stamp the inside. It says, if I could be with you, I wouldn't try to say a thing. I'd just give you a big hug. It's a very interesting font. It makes it a little bit difficult to read, but it's a very nice message, I think. Okay, now just quickly put it all together. Another ink brush holder which is very good is the Gina K one, and if I can find a link to that on her shop, I will put it down below in the comment section. But I don't know how much it costs, but I'll put that down there also. But this one was free, free for me. And it's really a nice one. Okay, there is that. Okay, that card is finished. Very quick. So again, let me show you this. And the ink blending brushes are really a nice thing to add to your stamp supplies. You can also use the range of blending tools, but these blending brushes, I'm really having trouble talking today. These blending brushes are soft and do an excellent job, and it makes the blending really easy and effortless, as you saw. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'd like to thank you for the time that you spent on my channel. Please hit that subscribe button and see the other videos that I have on my channel. I'd like to thank everyone who gives me positive feedback on the videos and the questions that I have received, and I try to answer them as quickly as I can. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day and happy stamping.